Good afternoon, all you keyboard fans. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good Saturday, because I am. My wife and I have been trying to grab cleaning supplies, and everywhere we've looked, it's been all out of stock until we went to Costco. So we scored the major load, the mother load, I mean, at Costco. We got a bunch of cleaning supplies, and yeah. Speaking of cleaning supplies, while we were there, I also found a cool thing to drink today. Not sure if you guys are aware, but these are ginger beers from Australia, if I believe. I first time I ever had this was back in college, like this is a long time ago, and I finally saw it again. So I've kind of been cheating. I've already drank half of it because it's so good. I love it so much, you know. So it's absolutely delicious. You might have seen me bring ginger beer on the show before. There's a store in downtown Seattle called Rachel's Ginger Beer, and that's the place that I usually get it. But it's really expensive. For like one of these, it would be $7. But I got about 6 of these, a pack of 6, for 10. So I will keep drinking these. Anyway, let's see who is on today. Let's see, I see a Kakan, I see an Adu, Botanical Keyboards. Thanks for showing up, guys. Let's see. What are we doing today? We are first gonna play some music. Boom. Alright. So today we are building an Iris Rev 3, a board that I've had in my possession for the longest time, probably about a year and a half at this point, but never got around to building it because I could never see a use for having a split keyboard until this past weekend. Or rather this past week, I've been starting to game a lot. Lots of first-person shooters, and I realized having a keyboard, even if I dropped down to a 60%, wasn't really working for me in terms of my mouse space. So I was like, I wish I could use my macro pad, my numpad, but it's kind of awkward because it's ortholinear. So I've built both these boards in the past, and I've tried using them for my gaming needs, and it works. It's just not completely, it doesn't completely satisfy me. So I'm like, wait, I think I have an Iris. So I went around, dug up a few boxes, and yeah, I did have one. So here we go. Today we'll be building this board. Coincidentally, I have both halves of an Iris. I only need one half, so I think I am going to just do the left part. This should technically be a shorter stream than usual, just because it's only 28 switches. We'll see. Adu says, just wondering if you know anything about the backlight and underglow on the BM60. Sure I do. Ooh, a split. Kakan is quite split on that keyboard. The gamer Keeb. Yeah, I'm not very knowledgeable about split keyboards, which is probably another reason why I didn't build this right off the bat. But for today, we're just gonna build the left half. I had an Ergodox quite some time ago, but it only worked once you plugged in both halves, and only the right half worked if you wanted to use one keyboard. Alright, let's see. Assume this will be the bottom plate. Like so. And the top half will be like that. I think that's should be all I need. And the screws. Where were those screws that I saw earlier? ergo board. Yeah, but I'm only building half of it. And I'm using Telios. I was going to do Gateron ink blacks, but I didn't have any more on hand, so I went for my next heaviest switch, which is a Telio. Let's see, this should come with some hardware. Aha, here we go. So kinda as a big macro gaming pad. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. We're just gonna use one half of it, and I still want to use this guy as kind of like a macro pad. You could probably game like that, and then, you know, kinda like that. We'll see how this works tomorrow. But yeah, let's see. The Iris Rev 3 is also a board from one of my beautiful sponsors, Keebio. Keebio is actually another QMK collaborator. So he sent me these quite some time ago. Just never got around to building it. But yeah, okay, so it's supposed to end up looking like that eventually. Let's see. Oh, this is so good. I love ginger beer so much. Okay, we're gonna put away the right half since I don't think I'll be using this. I might build it at some future time. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, that should be all the stuff that I need. Oh yeah, just to show you guys a little bit more detail about this board. Let's do this. Here we go. It retails for about 60 bucks. You can add on rotary encoders. You can change your plates. You can add on stabilizers, all that good stuff. And you can also get an acrylic centerpiece, which I do not have at this point. Let's see. One thing I'm curious about is where are people putting the rotary encoder? I'm not seeing it anywhere here. It's usually pretty obvious when you look at the PCB where it goes, but... Oh, here we go. It seems to go on the bottom left-hand side, right there. But do I have any rotary encoders in my bin? No, I used my last one, actually. So yeah, we'll just use it as a regular key. Besides, that's where sometimes I use that for like control key anyway. So we will build it like... Let's see. Let's find a good layout here that I can emulate. We will build it like this. All 1U keys. And if you guys didn't know, this board is actually supported in VIA right now. Okay, so that's my H87. When I plug in the Iris, I now have an option to switch to another board. Iris! There it goes. See that? So this should be pretty simple, hopefully. That nice and bright. Yeah, in case you guys haven't seen how all of this works together. Check it out. Let's turn on the lighting. Ooh. I love VIA so much. It makes it so simple. Alright, let's get to building. Let's see. They did have 1U keys for here, but I almost want that just to be a space bar of sorts. Yeah, I think I'll make that into a space bar. That seems better. And with that, we are going to need some stabilizers. Adu says, what's that software? The software is VIA, a GUI for QMK. see what... Oh. What stabilizers do I have ready to go? We will go with... Yep. My last remaining C3s. Actually, no, that's not a good idea. Because this is gonna be my gaming board, I will possibly put EPBT on it one day. Okay, let me rethink that. Maybe not C3s. Maybe we will use... out of stabs here. Here we go. I will use Durock stabs. Just to be absolutely sure. Rechap says, why not C3 stabs? C3 stabs, especially the ones that I have, which is from round 1, tend to not work with EPBT. And since this is going to be my quote-unquote gaming board, it is conceivable that I will put EPBT on it one day, since I like PBT for gaming purposes. So just to avoid that possibility of getting my keys stuck, I will use Durock instead of C3. I can't wait for the round 2 C3s to come in though, because they supposedly fix this issue. So it's a good thing this is a shorter build than usual, because I do have other places to be later. We've been running errands all day. So I was actually considering not doing a stream today, but I was like, you know, I don't want to be running errands all day. I want to at least like sit down and do something keyboard related at the very least. VIA doesn't even detect your keyboard. Not all boards are detected by VIA. You need to check, can I use VIA to see if your board is supported? And if your board is supported, you need to make sure that the QMK firmware currently loaded on your board has VIA enabled. I actually posted a video this week about how to ensure that. So check out YouTube if you want to know how to get VIA working on your board. Elmo, sorry about that. I only let mods post links. Just because I've had people post questionable items, like Kakan. But yeah, he probably posted canIUseVIA.com. Can new PCBs be configured in QMK? It depends which one. The earlier ones, yes. The newer ones, no. The earlier ones have all been ported to QMK, but the newer ones, nope. No porting has been done. So basically, if you bought your canoe new, you bought your canoe new within the last month or two, it's not going to be supported by QMK. But if you've been a proud owner of a canoe for the last year or two, then yeah, should be supported. Alright, let's see. I need... There we go. Adu says, VIA doesn't support BM60 RGB. Okay. Let's see where my toolbox go. Supreme says, been a minute since I've watched your stream. Did you just get that the TGR? No, I've had it for since November of last year actually, but I just recently built it. Maybe what has it been 2 or 3 weeks now at this point? Adu says, had someone tell me that BM60 RGB can't do backlight and underglow. I would have to look at the PCB. Like, you know, you can look at the PCB yourself. For example, this guy has underglow, right? Because you can see the underglow LEDs on them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In terms of backlight, if you look at where the switch gets soldered in, you should see 2 holes right underneath it for the backlighting to go through. Yeah, contrary to popular opinion, I am not well versed in all 850 QMK boards. And some of them I was well versed in at one point, but if it's a board that I do not own, I typically erase it from memory. Elmo says BM60 has both underglow and in-switch LEDs. Wait. You don't know how that would be controlled in QMK or VIA? Well, I would assume you can just use the regular RGB key codes for that. Let's see. There we go. Looks good. Any other place I might want to put a stab? No. We're good. All right. So I've been noticing that when the plate is super flexible, it's always better to put the switches into the plate first. And this is true for FR4s, for palm plates, and all that. The reason being is if you don't, then the plate tends to slide down if you're trying to solder them in one by one. So to avoid that, we're going to do it this way. And yeah, this is a pretty tough plate. None of the key codes flash that you work on. Ah, I'll have to take a look at that. Hopefully I have enough Telios. Looks like I do. Yeah, I have so many like bags of switches that don't even have enough for like a 60% board. So I've been trying to build smaller boards with them, otherwise I end up with a bunch of random bags, like the one that you're seeing here. I'm just kind of like, okay, what am I gonna do with these switches? I typically buy switches in bags of 100. So if I build anything that's like less than 100 switches, I just end up having so many spares. You have a bunch of switches in groups of 5. Might build a vomit board with them for the meme. Oh man. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. What microcontroller is this? This is a Atmega32U4. Okay. I think his newer ones. I think the Rev 4 might actually be an ARM chip. I'm not sure. Adu says, feel free to say no, but if you're able to get full control of both lightings, I'll pay you like 15. I'm so bad at all this, and I was hoping maybe someone super experienced such as yourself might be able to do it really fast. Talk to me after the stream. These are my build streams in which I'm usually building a board for myself or for a customer. I don't usually do QMK help while I'm streaming. Oh man, that's really tight. Holy crap. Oof. Clanky was motivated to get VIA working on Tokyo after watching the 910 CE video. I love how you put CE in parentheses. For those of you who didn't watch that, I was sent a 910 PCB only for me to find out that it wasn't a 910 PCB, it was a 910 CE PCB. Yeah. Every time you want to make a small change, you like have to reflash it. For me, my main uses for VIA is to show the underglow and also to make macros on the fly. What does CE mean? I think CE means Collector's Edition. Golovkos subscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, that's why there's the Jane V2 CE edition. Woodrun Kenobi says hello. Hello to you too. And this is probably one of the tightest plates I've ever used. So I am glad we are putting switches in first before we solder. So if I had to do this while putting it into the PCB, this would be such a pain. It looks like FR4 actually. Very thick piece of FR4. Right. So yes, make sure everything is flush with the plate. Flush with the plate. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, let's put this in. Zujo said, "Sup, sir? Not Geo says having fun yet? Not until you arrived, man. Not until you arrived." Rechap says, "Is it possible to change the RGB in a manual QMK key code?" It's not the key code that you have to change. It's the actual code. So it's not something you can do in QMK Configurator. But that is actually a very common request, so if you dig through the documentation, it is one of the advanced examples that we use. And of course, one of the switches has a bent leg. When am I adding it to QMK Configurator? I am not the QMK Configurator guy because I know nothing about web design. The QMK Configurator guy is actually Yan Fali. It's funny just to give you like a sneak peek of what he's doing to it lately. Out of the blue, you know, because everyone's bored these days. He put in typewriter sounds to it. Can't call him a slacker though. Also, I don't use Slack. I use Discord. Discorder. So, if you use Teams, would that make you a Teamster? Typewriter sound is much needed feature, I approve. Of course, of course. I like the switch test sounds in VIA. Oh yeah, it's music. Well, it's not just music, I think it's got drum sounds too, if I remember correctly. Am I ever planning on doing that pun event? I do want to do it. I always say I'll do it this summer and then it doesn't happen. And it's because I'm intimidated. I'm very intimidated. I recently found out that Cassidy of XDA Scrabble, Astrology, and a bunch of other key sets participates in the events as well. And if I join, she will probably school me. Alright, I'm gonna start soldering. You'll never improve if you don't challenge. Maybe I'll just host one on my channel. I'll get Cassidy in the mix. Those Amazon ones with her sister were funny as hell. I know, right? They are such nice people. I enjoy talking to them whenever we have a meetup. Ever tried making a cable? Not cables for our keyboards and stuff, but back then I used to make guitar cables. I'd imagine making guitar cables does some of the same concept. Can't be that much different. Kind of surprised you aren't rocking a custom cable. Well, I do have this custom cable. And besides, cable's a cable, you know. Just because it's gold plated doesn't gonna mean I'm gonna have extra performance. Do I like hash browns? I don't actually. How has my day been? Just been full of errands. We're running to Costco in the morning, which is how I got this Bundaberg. Ellie Cadell says, nice hat, indeed. It is what gives me powers to do QMK and VIA. Without it, I'm just a noob. And welcome to the channel. Oh, I see a bunch of followers. Feckleboy, Uformer, Zujo, Golobkos. Oh yeah, Golobkos resubscribed earlier. Thanks, man. Let's do it from here. You love ordering stuff online, but you hate waiting for it. Same here, buddy. Same here. You could order me stuff, so that way you don't have to wait for it. pinnacle of waiting. GBs, yeah. Well, that's why you have to be careful of who you buy GBs from. Like, some vendors are more reputable than others. You just have to be careful who you go through. Okay. There we go. Am I doing commissions? Yes, I am. So my build streams are usually stuff for customers or stuff for myself. Today's build is something for myself, so I can have an easier time gaming. Noxygen, thanks for joining in. Are those Pro Micro or Elite Cs on the PCB? They are neither. This is an Iris Rev 3. The microcontroller is included, or it's part of the design. Nop says, I know this might be a dumb question, but would you lube switches if I paid for it? Yes, if the customer pays, I will do what they want on their board. How much to lick your board? That's more of a, you know, back alley conversation. Third date kind of question there. Botanical Keyboards gets it. This is like my 1000th Merlin stream though. About half done soldering. Let me solder this other leg. We should be good. Out of curiosity, out of the current number of viewers right now, who here bought a Discipline 65? I heard that the group buy ended within minutes. Noxidin bought 65, not me. You went to go buy it and you missed it. Tried but failed. Totally missed it. Oof. I actually thought about buying another one, but I was like, there should be some tomorrow, right? Boy, was I wrong. Was to check out when I noticed that I was too late. Oh no, I'm sorry. There's more next week. Oh really? Okay. I will keep a closer eye on things. Does CFTKB have a Discord or something? No, he does not, but he frequently pops up in chat. I'm actually surprised he's not here today. Tomb Spirit says, how much does your lubing service cost and what is the delivery rate? It depends on how you want it lubed and what type of switch it is. But let me know after the stream. Shoot me a message. Where can I get an update on that? Just ask him, I guess. Oh, there we go. Of Sam, I assume that is on the website. I'm done. I am done. Alright, let's see if I soldered this correctly, right? Let's bring up a little testing screen here. There we go. Little testing screen. Right, good. RGB still works. Oh wow, that's an enter key right there. Okay, looks like it's good. Olivia says, aha, the infamous Iris KV. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be my gaming key right here. Alright, let me just recheck all my solder. Make sure all my joints look good. I really don't like it when my joints aren't completely conical. Try to go back through them and make sure that that's the case for every single one of them. Alright, looks good. Am I playing Valorant? Remember, Valorant is only available on Windows at the moment. And since I use Mac OS, I am barred from playing it. And I keep saying that I'm gonna spin up my Windows PC, but I've just been too lazy to pull it out of storage. So here I am. Here I am. Woohoo! Alright, let's screw this together. Just boot camp. I know, right? Yeah, I think I have a few Windows CDs left, but I think they're all just Windows 8. Not quite sure. Idiot Exception says, hey guys, how do I make supported PCB by VIA to show up? I actually just released a video on how to do that. So let me just post a link to it really quick. Idiot Exception. Here we go. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Standoffs. I think you can still upgrade to Windows 10 for free from 7, 8, and Vista. Okay. I will have to look into that. I honestly haven't had a need for Windows for a very, very long time. And then Valorant showed up. So, you know, who knows? Timor, thanks for subscribing. For some reason, it looks like my little subscribe gifts still aren't working correctly. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The good thing though is I've noticed that Streamlabs is now available for Mac OS. So after this stream, I'm actually going to go around and play with it. For the longest time, I have been using vanilla OBS, and that's caused issues. So I'm hoping with an actual native Streamlabs, things will be better this time around. Rob27 says, I got a question. I recently built a Lubricante with the Wonderland PCB. The file on the VIA side for that PCB is a .bin file. Can I just flash that for VIA support on it, or does it need to be made into a hex file? It needs to be whatever the PCB needs it to be. Some PCBs need bins. Some PCBs need hex. Think of it as just a firmware file with a different extension. Oh. I think one of these days I need to just set up a stream where I'm working on my backlog of projects for the community. I feel like I still got like a bunch of boards that I need to work on. Maybe just like set up like a open help desk so people can join in and be like, Merlin, what's the key code for blah 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 blah. They'll be like, okay, helping you on stream, live tech support. And I'll like make a macro for read the manual, so I could just keep triggering it if like someone asks questions that can be answered by reading the manual. Rob says, didn't want to flash the bin file without being sure it wouldn't bork anything. Well, I'm not sure either, because I'm not familiar with the Lubricante. So, what you need to do is you need to read up on information on it. Tomb Spirit says, I have a question. Do you know any good keyboard parts that are good for a noob like me? Guess it depends. Like, what are you looking for? Man, this thing has so many standoffs. Check that out. So far it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there are 1, 2, and there's 5 more. That's 15 all in one. Holy cow. Ooh, I see some Niv 180 has followed. Thanks, man. You don't really know what you're looking for. That's the problem. Well, not sure I can help you there. Like, if anything, I would say just read up on Reddit or on Geekhack so you can come up with something that you like. The Ramakara? I don't even know what that board is. Let me Google it really quick. Ramakara keyboard. Ooh. Ah, thanks, Olivia. Injection molded M60. Ooh, okay, I would be interested in this. Let's put all the standoffs, all 15 standoffs. Olivia says only 160. That is very competitive. That reminds me that Novelkeys is re-releasing the NK65. They're also gonna have like a cheap version too. I wonder if it's gonna be similar. Alright. Got all 15 of them. Oh, nope. Still missing one. There's so many. Holy cow. Actually, I don't think I need all those. They're just there for stability purposes. Okay. Let's do that. So Olivia, I think 70% of boards that I own, or 75% of the boards that I use right now, all have VIA. So I am getting very close to my goal of converting all that I own. Probably a few more weeks and I will be there. See, all that's left is I've got my collection of clue boards. I've got a minivan. I've got a Skog light. Not that I really care about that. Got the budget 96. What else? Like, so far, most of the newer boards that I've bought have already all come with VIA. Like, even my 60%, because they're from Martin What. So a lot of the stuff that I have left is older keyboards. Olivia says, maybe you should do a marathon stream for the last few. Oh gosh. I could probably do all the clue boards at once. Like, I would have to split them up between like Rev 1 and Rev 2, or at least ARM versus Atmega. Who knows? You've got 2 clue boards and a new mini that I saw had VIA support now. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of the clue boards currently have VIA support. Olivia, do you know if VIA supports audio clicky yet? Because that's a major feature for a lot of clue boards. Go. Audio clicky, yeah, so when you type on it, it beeps. That's what the feature is called in the QMK rules file. There we go. Toon Van Havermat, thanks for following. Jajigwo says, what do you prefer? Out of what? Oh, alpaca or tangerine? Alpaca. Simply because tangerines sound pretty bad. Like, normally I can tolerate bad sounding switches, but I felt tangerines just sounded really bad. Go. That's why I created the tangerines, which are tangerines with the cherry top. And those sound really, really good. Alright guys, got one of these. Does that feel comfortable to type on? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so what I'm going to be putting on, since this is a flat angled board, I'm going to use one of the last SA sets in my possession, SA Godspeed. But before I do that, I do want to take a few minutes just to talk about some of my beautiful sponsors here. Here we go. Let's see. My first sponsor that I want to talk about is Novelkeys. Novelkeys is located here in West Virginia. And as you can see from the top of his banner here, Novelkeys is processing shipping orders within 3 days. However, due to COVID restrictions, domestic and international can be delayed, so keep an eye on that. They are running a few group buys as we speak. There's GMK Bushido, GMK Keysat. GB will run until May 1st. And watch this, guys. Shipping time is estimated for February 2021. So I think this is pretty much similar to everything else he is group buying time. The 7V is still on sale. This is a, what, $450. Yeah, it's a $450 75% group buy. I'm actually still eyeing this and hoping I can get in on the group buy. Let's see what else. What else is going on here? Oh yeah, he's doing the TKC and Novelkeys Bushido stabilizer kit pre-order. Look at that. I mentioned this before, but TKC already finished their C3 stabilizer group buy. And this will look familiar to most of you, because this is basically just the red stabilizer and the cream stabilizer put together. Let's see what else is going on. Oh yeah, the Decent 65. You guys are looking for a 65% board. The Decent 65 looks pretty decent. I'm looking at it right now, and it actually reminds me of the Doro 67 M65 vibe. For those of you who were part of the Doro 67 group buy, I'm sorry, I know it didn't turn out very, very well, but this might be your chance to have a board with the same aesthetics or similar aesthetics, but with a more reliable vendor. Out. Also, it comes with a much better PCB. Let's see what else is going on. Oh yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but I believe in May, Novelkeys will be doing another buy for the NK65, and not just for the aluminum version, but also for the new cheaper version that they'll be releasing. I think it might be polycarb, not quite sure, but hopefully he will release more information on that. Let's see, people are talking here. Zujo says sponsor time. What do you think is the best sounding and smooth linear switch, lubed and filmed? Are you counting Franken switches in that? Clangy says, I'm between 7V and Rukia. Rukia is the one I've been looking at. Love the Alice layout. Yeah, I am definitely in the 7V camp. Alright, my next sponsor is actually the reason why this stream is happening today. This is one of his products, the Iris. This is a Keebio Iris, which I will soon be putting keycaps on. Yeah, this particular kit I'm showing you guys retails for about 60 bucks. And you can use FR4 plates, stainless steel plates. You can even put a knob on it if you want. But in general, Keebio is also located here in the US. He sells a variety of products such as the Levinson, the Nyquist. I actually wanted a Nyquist at one point, but you know, that's when I thought I could do ortholinear. I have since learned that I was wrong. One thing that I highly recommend on his site is the peel away sockets. This will save you so much time, especially if you build boards with Pro Micros or Elite Cs. Our community has a habit of making boards that have Pro Micros or Elite Cs. And in some cases they're good, in some cases they're bad. And, you know, rather than having to buy another Elite C or another Pro Micro, it's much easier to remove it from an old board and put it onto a new one. Let's see, what else do I recommend on his site? This one, BDN9. I actually want to buy this. I'll probably be buying this in the next week. I want something with 2 rotary knobs. For what purpose? I have no idea yet. I just want it. And look, it's pretty cheap. It's $12.99. So why not? Why not, right? Let's see, who's talking here? Normal switch and standalone switch, lubed and filmed. Bought an ID80 on drop. Not near the quality of 7V, but layout is identical. It's similar. Rob says, are those Mod M's? No, these are not Mod M's. These are Telios. Alright. My next sponsor is Zeal PC. He's actually where I got my Telios from. He is located in Richmond, Canada. If you guys like really expensive switches that are also good, might I add, definitely check him out. For those of you who pay attention in my Discord channel, I was actually gonna build the Xeno today, but I realized that I have more immediate need of this board than I do of a 75%. So I have since postponed the Xeno 75% build to next week. And of course, I'm also waiting for customer commissions to be delivered. So, you know, I might push the Xeno even further if those boards come in. Xenophobia says, when are you going to port the Womier K66? It has already been ported. You need to spend more time reviewing PRs. Let's see. My next sponsor is Dixie Mech. Dixie Mech has a group buy for Nautilus Round 2. And as some of you may have noticed, that's what I'm running. Well, I'm not running the Round 2. This is Round 1, Nautilus Round 1. I will definitely buy additional kits of Nautilus Round 2. I'm actually quite interested in the spacebar kit. I like yellow space bars. So let's see. Not sure if I'll get another core, but I will get spacebar, explorer, and novelties. That is what I am hoping to do here. Let's see, what other group buys is Dixie running? Oh yeah. What other group buys are you running, Dixie? Group buys of the month, Nautilus. I think that's it. Oh, also, I just received word from Dixie that he is moving. He's moving to his new warehouse, so if you do purchase anything from him, I think there's a cutoff date. I think it might be the 28th. If you buy something from him up to the 28th, it will still be shipped. Oh, actually, it's right there. We are moving. All orders placed until 4/28 will not be shipped out until the following week. There we go. That's it. That's it. Okay. Let's see. Even more questions. Toon Van Havermat says, are Elite C and Atmega, the mini USB controller, interchangeable? Yes, they are. They have the same pinout, and I'm assuming you mean the Pro Micro. Fordilla says, hey Merlin, how much money do you think I should drop for an NK65? I'm desperate for a board, but nothing is in stock right now, especially to get to the UK. I think you should spend no more than the retail price on it, quite honestly. It's supposed to be a board that will be in stock regularly. So don't buy aftermarket, because I feel like if you buy aftermarket prices, you could get a much better board. Olivia says, when are you going to port the Razer Huntsman? Tonight, so stay tuned. We'll see. Maybe I will just like attempt to do it one day. We'll see. It'll just be me like taking a hammer and smashing it. I'm porting it to QMK. I like hammer it a bunch. I throw it out and then I pull out another board. I'm like, ah, now it's got QMK. Adu B2 says, what does porting mean? Porting means essentially taking, well, at least in the context of our keyboard/programming space, is taking hardware that works with one particular software and making that same hardware work with another set of software. So, for example, the TGR Jane V2 originally came with a bootmapper client only PCB. A few months ago, it was ported to use QMK. So yeah, it can apply to pretty much anything, you know, like what you could take. Trying to come up with an example here. You could, I would argue that a Hackintosh is an act of porting as well. You're taking hardware that doesn't necessarily, that wasn't necessarily meant to support Mac OS, and now you can actually make it support Mac OS. Porting games from console to PC. Yeah, that's another good example. Let's see, my next sponsor is Project Keyboard, also located here in the United States. He unfortunately does not have anything running right now. Let's see, he did have a bunch of lube on sale for a while, but that went quick. That went very, very quick. See, Project Keyboard is one of my earliest sponsors. He may not have been, you know, on my stream officially, but he was always here supporting me and giving me lots of bits, sending me demos and all that. So I am glad that he finally became an official sponsor. So yay for him. I can shill his stuff and not feel like I'm just shilling, but because he's an official sponsor, so I get to actually shill his stuff. Alright guys, let's get back to it. Let's put on some caps on this bad boy. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna have to pull out a picture so I know what goes where. Lube is hard to find right now for sure. Okay. I'm gonna put my Godspeed key right there. There we go. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh my word. That probably. I think it's because it's an open board, but oh my word. Okay. It may feel good to game on it, but I wonder if I can stand the sounds. Zark says, yeah, my iris sounds terrible too. Oh my word. Okay, let's keep putting switches on this. Hopefully oh my gosh. Hopefully I'll end up liking it. We'll see. We shall see. Use a PBT set? No! Actually, why? Why should I use a PBT set? Do you think it'll sound better? Okay. See guys, I was arguing earlier that I should probably not use C3 staffs. And this is the exact reason why, because someone's gonna be like, Merlin, use the EPBT set. Here. I think I might have some here. There we go. Also, you should use SA, says Olivia. I'd honestly rather not. Okay, here's the enter key. So you guys all heard how terrible that sounded. So here we go. Here's a EPBT one. I don't think that sounds any better. It's like so rattly. Oh wait. If I hold it like this and tap on it, it actually sounds decent. But the whole thing all together. Oh, that sounds bad. Okay. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I know the rattle's still there. Maybe some foam in between. No! Yeah. See? When I dampen it like that with my hand, it sounds decent. Here we go. I'm gonna pause the music. See if I dampen it and bring it closer to the mic. But when I just hold it like that, it sounds so bad. Okay, well, I do admit that it sounds a little better with the EPBT, so maybe that's what I will stick with. Here, let's do that. Let me find the right. Great Bear Gaming says, is that a kit? This is the Keebio Iris, and I'm only building the left half because I'm mainly using it as a gaming board. Rob says it's less loud with the PBT to me. SA caps are like sound chambers. I agree. There we go. An escape key right there. Every YouTuber and streamer doing keyboard stuff always uses linears. That's because linears are really, really popular right now. And besides, Cherry MX is built for linear. I need my A key. With Paxos, I like them best right now. Me too. I was a tactile user for the longest time, but I switched over probably in September of last year. Thanks to Mr. Petrov. With Paxos, Merlin, how's your Saturday going? It has been very filled with errands, actually. I actually just barely got home in time for this stream. And once the stream is done, I will be heading out again. Just running errands, grocery stores, grabbing supplies, all that good stuff. Okay, I need that T key. Where is my T key? Oh my gosh. That's not it. That's a 9, that's a U. Oh, found it. There we go. Okay, what did he set these to? These are 1U. One U tab, 1U control, 1U shift. Oof. Okay, I'm probably not gonna get the profiles all correct. But here, let me grab my other stuff. Xenophobia says, dump the bag out. Why? Langy says, I think the alpacas sound better than creams, and I like those as well. Okay, let me grab my extra mods. For finding my T key, but I found it already. Probably do colored keys there. Yeah, you probably do colored keys. Let's do that. Colored keys for my control and all that. See, I think I could use a FN key there. Go. Use the FN key for that. And I want a 1U. I don't really have. No 1Us. Ha. First one. Just make it all colored. That's what we'll do. What pack says, can we have a sound test of Titilios? Sure. Since you know that's what I always do. After the build. Let's do this. This is just my random assortment of EPBT stuffs. Alright, there we go. At least it is complete. Alright, so I'm not really going to be able to do a typing test with this because it's only 1/2 of a keyboard. Check it out, guys. My new gaming board. Yeah, it's got my WASD right there. So I can do most things on it. We'll see how it works. Probably do like, just for the typing test, we'll do it this way. Here, we'll try. We'll see if I can do this. We'll see if I can do this with 2 keyboards. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty. It's really pretty, actually. Matched with how I've put the keycaps on. Alright, let's try this. How fast do you guys think I can do this? $110, 82 on 2 boards, huh? On 2 boards. This is gonna be challenging, but let's try. Goes. Let me pause the music. There we go. You guys can hear how terrible this board sounds compared to the Jane. But okay, I need to angle myself a bit more. This is so weird. Okay, here goes. No. $83. That's so weird. That's so weird. $159. They want me to do a typing test. So with my one-handed board, so I can't do it with just one hand. So this is what I have to do. I have to pair it with an actual board. Here, let's go try that again. That was kind of weird. I feel like I need to elevate my wrist more on this though. Here, let's try. Let's do it like this. Here goes. You're gonna have to pull out your Z70 and try this. Here, I'm gonna... I was just about to say I was gonna try for accuracy and then I screwed up. Here goes, here goes. No! I'm terrible at this, guys. Oof. Okay, I dropped even more. I tend to hit the B instead of the V. But I think that's because I'm Filipino and we pronounce our V's with the B sound anyway. So this is true to my culture. It's true to my culture. So this completely works. Alright, okay. I will not give up. I'm going to give this a third try. Let's see how I do. We'll see how I do. You still think that was very impressive. I should just talk in my native accent this whole time. Okay guys, this is Merlin and I come from the Philippines. Today I will do a typing test of my iris from the Keebio. Wow. Yeah. Definitely I keep hitting the B for the V. So I don't know. Oh my gosh. Xenophobia says, wow, instant views. That was the real Merlin. How is it cultural appropriation when it's my native accent? Okay, yeah, that's not... I will probably not type on this board. The two B's on the Alice layout have been tripping me up. Oh no. Your GAT yellows feel really scratchy. You probably haven't lubed them. Alright, let's see. I like it. I like it so far. Let's, Here. The true test. The true test is some conqueror. We'll see if I'm any better with this. Oh wait, I don't have a spacebar program to this, so I can't actually jump. Here, let me change this up a bit. Okay. We want... Okay, that's FN1. I'm going to make... Wait, I can't change the layout on this? What? What? Baking Pie, if you're watching this, you absolutely need to add layout settings so I can make this a 2U key. Okay. I'm just going to make this space for the time being. Where's the space? Space, where are you? Oh, there it is. Okay. I got space now. Got space now. And I'm just going to shift keys up a bit, actually. Just so it's more comfortable for my wrist. And this can also be a control. All right. All right. We're just gonna try this out really quick. Oh, they just finished a round. Okay, they're starting up right here. Yep, still super laggy. Oh, there's someone right there. No! But that does feel a lot better, actually. It's just super laggy right now. No. 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 That feels pretty good, actually. There it is. Why is your game so laggy? I know, because I have Comcast. Finally got someone. That looks just like Valorant. Oh yeah, sure. This is more like Minecraft meets Counter-Strike, because some of the maps are from Counter-Strike. So I've been told. Yeah, I realized that with my internet connection, I can't ever stream an online game while playing. Wow. Alright. Looks like I still need a few more optimizations, but so far I think this is good. I do want to shift everything to the right a bit, because if I want to use this as my space key, doing my regular WASD is going to be difficult. I'm going to have to do more of a spread right there. But if I just moved everything to there, I could still do that as my R key for a reload. Then I could change weapons up there. The only issue is I wish I had a bigger key for my crouch button. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I'll play around with it a bit more. One thing I did feel is that it's too high. It's too high for me. So my wrist is actually touching the desk more when I'm gaming here. I'll actually need an actual wrist rest. So, maybe I could find shorter standoffs. Oh wait, I know. I know why they are so high. They are so high because it needs to give clearance for the connector right there. But if I'm ever just going to use this as a one-off keyboard, I can probably desolder it and get shorter ones. We'll see. We'll see. And yeah, guys, check it out. Oh, I timed out on the game. That's fine. Looks pretty good. I like it. One of these days, I will build the right half. We'll see. Maybe I'll even have enough Telios then. Whitpack says, did the 7V ever get ESD protection? I don't know. Nothing's been confirmed for sure, but it does use a daughter board that's one of IO3's designs. So there is rumor that IO3 will actually release an ESD protected version of that. So even if you did get the 7V without ESD protection, you could buy that daughter board and it would all work out. All I know is that they are considering it for the production version, but we shall see. Is ESD like overvolt protection? It stands for electrostatic discharge, and it only protects it on the USB port. So a board like this doesn't actually have it. At least I did not notice it at all. Yeah. So I know the Jane has it because I have an H87A PCB, but I am slowly moving towards, like, in the middle of last year, I started switching all of my boards to USB-C. Now I'm going to start switching over to boards that have ESD protection. So far I've got 5 of them. That's one. What else? 2. That's 1, 2. My Volcano has it. My Clue board has it. My AEK has it. So yeah, that's quite a few at this point. Woodpack says, so if ESD occurred, you could just get a new daughter board. It depends on how much damage has occurred. Where do I keep all of my keyboards? I keep them all in our office, which doubles as my streaming platform here. So I've got a giant rack with all these boards in there. So I usually keep, like, on our second desk here, I keep probably 3 boards on it. All right. I have finished all that I want to do today. My next stream should be tomorrow evening. I'll probably be gaming more. Like I've said, I recently just got a Switch, so I'll either be gaming with this one on some FPS or on the Switch. Zero Water Zero says, in your opinion, what is the best gaming Switch? The best gaming Switch is this. This is the best gaming Switch, hands down. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Let's see how many of you were watching today. Let's see. 41 people. Awesome. Okay. Next stream will be Sunday. I'll be gaming a bit more or doing some QMK related activities. Or, let's see. I still have a bunch of alpaca switches to lube. So yeah, it'll probably be just a combination of all of the above. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And buy more keyboards. Goodbye, guys. Bye.